Hey everybody, welcome back to Quali-Tea time. So, last week I talked about finally having some degree of, idea on what my actual, ideal body type would be. And there has been some progress since then. I said that I would be, diversifying my wardrobe and making things a little bit more broad and, colorful and whatnot, and admittedly, things have changed up a little faster than I was actually anticipating. You probably can't tell very much, just from here, but give me a hot minute here. Okay, is that any easier for you to tell? No? Well, basically, turns out Amazon is a great supplier for a lot of things. You're gonna see a clip actually quite soon where pretty much these arrive in the post. These are breast forms. Now, I wasn't anticipating having these by this point in time. I wasn't anticipating having these at all, but I mentioned that one of the main problems I have with my expression as currently is that there is no curvature. I am basically a square, and I dislike that immensely. I dislike being such a rudimentary polygonal kind of human, and I actually do, really love this jumper, by the way. It's lovely and cuddly and warm and whatnot. I love the colors of it, and I like it a lot. It usually does come out during winter, but it does everything it can to make me back into a box. So, brilliant. That's kind of why I chose it for starting off this video. And, a few friends have, noticed my language over time and figured, hey, maybe these are a thing you should try. So after I made the last vlog, I hopped onto Amazon and girded myself, fortified, and hit the buy button. So I have these now, and so far, I gotta say I'm liking them. There's the one or two issues, and they're not exactly a perfect simulacra of actual things that are protruding from my chest, but I'm liking them. The standard stereotype is straight cis dude gets boobs and spends all day playing with them, but no, I actually just like the way that they feel, and I like the way that they make basically every outfit I have look. They make everything I have look better, and I like that. I like actually having shape. Whether more comes in down the road in this regard, I don't know. Again, this is very, very much diving into the deep end, because this is, by the standard makeups, the standard archetypes of the binary, which doesn't exist, but anyways, breasts are the thing that is very clearly not man, very clearly woman, and that is complete gibberish. That is complete nonsense, because there are plenty of women who have busts of varying degrees, and there are even women who have undergone rather unfortunately, perhaps double mastectomies and don't have breasts. They're not less woman for that, just as men are not potentially less man for having them. Trans men, for example, frequently have significant busts. They frequently bind and all sorts, and this is, again, blending in back to the binary, which again also doesn't exist, because stamp collecting gone wild a little bit there. So I figured this'll make me feel potentially better, and if not, it's 30 quid, I'm out. On the grand scheme of things, that's not a massive, waste to figure out if this is a thing I would actually like. And a lot of my community are LGBTQA+, additional letters at your discretion. So I figured there's a fair few people inside of my community who have chests that they don't want to have, and chests that they want to have that they don't. So if I did do this, showing that it's okay to actually stand on a podium, as it were, and demonstrate that this is totally okay to experiment with, to figure out, and that you are not less of your gender for not having it or for having it. So yeah, I'm a dude, and here I am wearing a bra with breasts. So what? I don't know how the rest of my family might feel about this, and it kind of makes me scared to leave the building, because Middlesbrough is violently conservative in some cases, but yeah, that's what's going on right now. So far, I'm liking it. So far, I'm hesitant to say enjoying it, but it's good. I'm more comfortable like this. I'm still not uncomfortable, flat, but I'm miserably more comfortable not flat. And I am literally just on a YouTube video talking about my breasts now, aren't I? Right. Well, as I say, we do have some P.O. Fox. The Cloversaur has a very busy month ahead of them, and this is going to be fun. So details on the P.O. Fox right here. You can also check the description for the same listing, as well as a Fox Den Fixings list, which is a list of stuff that we could use around the den, as it were. I happen to know a lot of that has been bought out already, although I haven't checked what, so be careful that you don't buy something that we already have, or will be receiving in the span of this month. But anyways, on to the clips. Enjoy! Right everybody, welcome back to the P.O. Fox, and we have some interesting items today, it would seem. Purely because I don't actually know for certain if all of these are here? It's hard to come up with an actual, like, statement on this. I don't really know yet. So, shall we just dig into these, then?
Yeah.
This arrived first, and I get the distinct impression somebody was on Tumblr trying to get the exact specifications. So, I think I know what this is. My god, it's a small black package. Discreet. It's also branded with a very particular brand, so I'm gonna take a wild guess and say... Yep. Yep. Small brochure. Okay, so... if that doesn't look too familiar to you, you might not have been watching my streams, because...
Compare the thickness of the two?
Oh god, yeah. Brand new. After a year. Yeah, so this has basically started to fail, more or less. It's not really helping my wrist much at all. So I very recently got this, which just more or less sits on my desk and serves the same function. But I think this might actually be better for gamers.
Well, yes, because you get more movement.
Exactly. If I have this, I'm more or less anchored in one position. But if it's on your, if it's actually mounted to my wrist, then my hands are more free to move around. So, if you're having some wrist problems whilst you're gaming, get a strap-on wrist rest, I guess. Okay. Well, thank you, whomever sent that. That doesn't appear to have had a note as to who did, but thank you very much. Let's see what I got here, since this one is actually directed directly to Lying in Bedmon. From Lizzie Outlet.
From what?
Lizzie Outlet. As in Elizabeth.
Oh, on Amazon Marketplace. Okay.
I have no idea what they sell, so that helps me in no manner. And I don't Google these things before we open them, because... surprise. Let's see what we got here. It is a package.
Yes, we knew that line.
Hardy har. It is... Oreo Milka chocolate bar. Okay, somebody sent me a chocolate bar. I'm not going to complain. It's not what I generally expect, a single chocolate bar from a package, but wow, thank you very much. Where does this even come from?
It comes from the UK.
Does it?
Yeah, it's a UK brand. It's one of the lesser known ones. But...
Yes, I had no idea it existed. I mean, Oreo, I know, because Americans kind of shove that into more or less any opportunity.
It's like one of the petrol station brands.
Oh, wow! There's a glowing statement.
Hey, that is not an insult.
Fair.
Petrol stations are some of the only places you can get some really good chocolate.
This is true, which is weird. But anyways.
And it's like the only places you can get those Terry chocolate orange bars.
So yes, I shall have some of this, and I shall presumably report back as to how good it is, because I've never had anything Milka. But thank you very much for sending this, whomever that is that sent it. If I haven't stated this enough already, thank you very much for sending a new one of these, because I probably should have bought one anyways. And it's gone. Okay, that's fine.
You've lost it now.
It's lost to the, like, carpet of living hair that just sort of surrounds me at all times. The next two packages are addressed directly to me at this actual address. Which shouldn't happen, because that's why the P.O. Fox exists, so you don't know exactly where I live. So, currently my best guess is that this is from the wish list? From the Fox Den Fixings list? or alternatively maybe one of my family members hecked up on our Christmas lists. And consequently that has my address, but you didn't see, I hope. So, again, I also have not checked the Fox Den Fixings list to see if anything has been purchased from there, and if I did, it would show it as, like, a surprise. So, again, I don't know what's in here, but it's floppy, so... Is floppy and relatively soft? So...
It's a bit squidgy.
Yeah, could this be like a clothing item? I don't know.
I mean, it does.
There are a few, and also it does indeed have like fashion on them.
Yeah.
If this turns out to be something that's actually like for me, and just Amazon hasn't updated, who knows? We'll find out. But either way, it's a fun thing to open on camera because confusion and mystery. And this appears to be a pair of leggings. So indeed, it is something I've ordered that Amazon hasn't informed me that they were delivering because they said it would be in like most of a week from now. But yay! Pair of white thermal leggings.
Ooh.
Which I kind of need because it's getting very cold in here because I turned off the heating. I mean, I could turn the heating back on, but money. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a pair of white leggings, which I don't know that they'll show up on camera terribly much. If this is also from the Amazon delivery, it might not be appropriate to open on camera, so if there's a hard cut right now, then you know exactly what just happened.
Time for some reconnaissance.
Yeah. My dad actually was over recently, and I did mention, like, the story of when I first got this penknife, which would have been when I was, like, 12 or so? The story of, like, we were on, like, a family camping holiday, and my brother got a brand new football, and I got a penknife. I don't know why they thought this was wise, but,
You're the responsible one.
I certainly wasn't at that stage.
Okay, you're the more responsible one.
That's not hard. So yeah, and then immediately after that stage, what happened was I discovered I have very keen manual dexterity when it comes to knives, and my brother's football was popped in midair.
Whoops.
So that was fun. I'm pretty sure this is not to be opened on camera.
You would be correct.
Well, with that, unless something else turns up in the next few days, onto the schedule. Jump scare! We have another package. So, this is actually addressed to the P.O. Fox, and it's also got the name slightly misspelled. Apparently I'm now Channel Remember Comics, but either way. And all of my Amazon projects are actually accounted for right now, so I absolutely did not order this. Also, we have a special guest of the Colonel and Cade, who also arrived today. I have no idea what this is. Do you have any ideas?
Nope. No? Haven't the foggiest.
And since it's from Amazon, there's no, like, if undeliverable return here, so I don't even have an idea of, like, where it came from. Okay. Gift wrapping. Whose is whose? I'm guessing yours is the red and mine's the blue, as is tradition.
Here to aid in your studies, Guardian.
Yeah, that's for you. And mine says... Oh, it is from Wolfram. Okay.
Yeah.
Your continual drive to improve is a big part of what makes me proud to support your work. Here is something to open new horizons for your friend. Use it in good health.
Be it in art or in writing, the lore of the past is what grants us the knowledge to overcome challenges. Here to aid in your studies, Guardian.
Also, this is top-notch gift wrapping, I want to say.
Yeah, this is lovely, especially for Amazon.
Yeah, I didn't know they went to. I didn't know they went to this extent.
They don't usually.
Yeah. It's some paper. Oh. Huh? Oh! The Art of Destiny, Volume 2!
Thank you, Wolfram!
And I got an HD60 Elgato recorder, so with this, I can record stuff off the PS4.
This is really nice wrapping.
Yeah, very nice wrapping. Also really nice gifts, but very nice wrapping.
Yes! Thank you so much! Oh, I'm really going to enjoy this.
Oh, wow. There is So much
it's
to
weird
this.
because someone posted a picture of this on their Tumblr earlier, and I was, along with the cake push. It was like, "Hey, look what arrived today," and I was like, "Oh my god, I wish I had that."
Wow.
Like literally less than an hour ago, I saw someone post about this, and I was like, "Oh, I wish I had one of those."
Well, what do you know?
Thank you so much.
Little did
Wolfram.
you know you've had one for several days. Wow, and this is also from the Fox Den Fixings list, which you can find a link to in the description, and I have been checking up on it. I haven't seen what has been actually bought from it, because I'm having it, keep it a surprise for now at least, but I do know that about half of that list has been bought out, so I don't know what and from whom, but...
I think at this rate, I'm going to need to add more stuff to it.
But, wow, I'm going to have a fun time playing around with this. Thank you very much, Wolfram. And, wow, you've gotten a lot of Destiny merch today, haven't you?
Yeah. I also got a Future War Cult t-shirt.
Yeah.
As FWC represent.
And I have a feeling that we're only going to get more and more packages over the course of this month, so my office is going to quickly become floored with boxing. But thank you very much, Wolfram, and with that, now actually for real, onto the schedule. Our upcoming streams for the week are on Thursday night at 11 PM GMT. We have XCOM 2 War of the Chosen in Midnight Squad. Let's see who dies next. So far, no one has. Just to be clear there. Then on Saturday at 9 PM GMT, we have The Coaster. The team has finally broken their losing streak. But just how long can they escape it? Find out. And then lastly, on Tuesday at 9 PM GMT, we have Young Dwarves Live. As per usual, we'll be coding some dwarfs. Well, actually, we'll be coding some more of the Uber-Vidrin. And videos you might have missed. Spring Realms makes its dramatic reappearance. With the map definitively facing its end, though, we talk about what went well, what went wrong, and how things turned out overall. And of course, we have more Factorio with Strife, episodes 27 to 29. It's oil, trains, and a plethora of real-life trouble for the engineers. New episodes Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And on to the questions. So as per usual, these are drawn from the comments section of the preceding vlog, so if you have anything to ask me, drop it down below and we'll see what answers next. Our first question of the week comes from Too Many Fandoms. How do the different lines celebrate Christmas? Now, it's worth noting that most lines that we have met so far don't have many friends or family around to actually celebrate the holidays with. And a lot of them, even further, don't actually celebrate Christmas, because it either doesn't exist at all, or is just replaced by some alternative kind of festivity. Winter solstice is common, but there aren't really seasonal changes in the Minecrafty worlds that most of our lines inhabit. That said, Lying Shisai does have a celebration around about the same time, which is called Omisoka, which is celebrated in Yokai Village nearby, and that happens around about New Year's Eve. And then, similarly, Lord Ignilling does in fact have a few living relatives that he writes letters to them and raises a glass to whomever else beside a roaring fire for First Day, which is sort of the feed-in equivalent of the winter solstice. Chronicler Wolfram, always ready with a question, asks, did the fan art of the witch influence your expression ideal, or was it just a coincidence? It's really hard to figure out. I didn't really contemplate my body type, for the most part, up until very recently, so it might be that the witch influenced it. It's more probable that it was just a coincidence, and having a whole ton of people drawing what is essentially me in that body type just helped make it a more obvious thing for me. But I'm gonna say that my body language at least has been unchanged for the most part for quite a while, and contributed to the witch's depictions. And expression ideal, body language, the two tend to be influences upon one another. So again, yeah, I'm gonna say it was probably coincidence. It is entertaining though. Brave Love Meow asks, any advice for an autistic breaking into making videos? Standard YouTuber advice kind of applies here, so don't rely upon it as like a revenue source initially. Don't expect it to explode and be amazing and everyone's like subbing and you've got millions within a month or whatever. Don't expect it to go anywhere, honestly, because for most people it remains a hobby on the side for the longest period. For some people, like me, it becomes sustainable as a living. For other people it goes completely wild and you become world famous, like some dickbags. But, specific to autism, I'd say don't worry about making videos on whatever game is currently hot and trending and whatnot right now, because there'll be a lot of people making those videos, and it'll be saturated, you won't be able to break in, and what's more, people can find whatever content they like on that video as is anyways. Instead, find whatever it is that really latches onto your special interest or interests, which is a fairly common thing for autistics as far as I'm understood. I certainly have that. And then film that. So it might be that you're playing Farmville, it might be that you're playing Minecraft, it might be that you're playing RimWorld or Factorio or any other number of other games. I'm just mostly going from my own memories here. But because you are playing it, and you are enjoying it, and your brain is going completely into this thing, it's like latching in like a cog in a clockwork mechanism, you will naturally be entertaining in that. You will naturally be interesting to watch. You will have a lot to say, and you'll be saying it, and you'll be enthusiastic, and that is something that is always genuinely enjoyable. Watching people play a game and hate it is fun, occasionally, but watching people play a game and having a genuine emotional input and reaction from it is always going to be more interesting than playing some game just because it's popular. So that's my advice there. The popular game might be easier to get views and stuff on because people are going to be Googling it all over the place, but if people actually want to find content creators that they enjoy, they're going to be finding ones that are reliably entertaining, and your special interests are a great place to look for that. Of course, mileage may vary, because this industry is fickle if nothing else. And that's it for this week. So, again, I'm expecting to see a lot of comments regarding my chest, but I'm still a little anxious and nervous on that front, so we'll see what happens in regards to how many of those I actually answer. But other than that, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I shall, as always, catch you all next time.